All
We
right.
can
Well,
practice for that.
let's get this. Let's get this
All
party
the Hulk
started.
decks coming out again.
Well, no, because this one's only MTU and DWF, so it's only those two sets. So no Warbound Hulk. I mean, you could do one man army, but
Mm.
Oh man, I'm definitely thinking Outsiders.
who?
Actual outsiders with the burn. Teams
Oh,
with
the
the
actual
Actual
burn.
Outsiders.
Outsiders. Oh yeah,
Like,
Outsiders. Is
like not
World's
you
Nicest one.
misspeaking the way I do about
No,
outlaws.
no,
Like you're
like
actually
me
talking about.
actually, me
Okay.
fanboying over the Outsiders, like for reals.
All right. So we'll let you guys get hosted, and once you get situated, me and Daredevil can probably just jump into like game room 1 or something, or if you guys want to jump in game room 1, it doesn't really matter who goes where as long as we're not like coaching you guys live or something.
Either way.
All right. Well, I will leave you guys here then, and Daredevil and I will jump into like game 5 or something. It doesn't really matter.
Yep.
And we'll just jump in on spectate and start whenever you're ready, and the smack talking will begin shortly. It's going to be glorious. All right. Good luck, gents. And
Yeah, good luck. Have a
if
good
you have
day.
any questions, just pop into our game stream and ask any questions that you've got. It's all good.
Okay,
All righty.
sounds good.
And now it's just us. Just us poor schmucks. Final showdown. What a heavy hitting name. Ding dong. Are we gonna screw with Wes's ability to do the things? Only you, the viewer, can decide. Alright. Oh my
So let's
god.
join the game.
F10 recenter. There we go. And I should probably take this opportunity to get the deck list open. Alright, what do we got here? 1 for... No laughing matter. That's Wesley. Junk drawer, that's Cesar. However, his name is supposed to be pronounced that one.
Gonna be interesting either way.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that's a West dump pass initiative. Oh man, it's always interesting when Gray Fox whiffs on one because it's two different games. I find when
When he's missing the character.
if he's
with
just
already
that
in the
one
beginning.
character short early, it can mean a lot actually, especially if it's Black Panther lurking.
Well,
So-
might be one of the few games where Wes might choose to play Wonder Woman in 4. Maybe.
Oh, I could see that happening 100%.
Yeah.
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 But one of copy. Wes has a glorious history of just whiffing the thing that he needs the most. Let's move that over here.
Because with Rocket and play, Blob is definitely not that effective.
There we go. Alright, so while we get this party started here, we'll save as junk drawer. I'm just nabbing some deck lists if people are wondering what the heck I'm humming and hawing about here. So that I can like drag them onto the display screen. People can get a quick glimpse. Alright, so we got that nice and saved, and then we'll get Wes's. Apologize for the weird screen hue I'm gonna do here, but that's fine.
Did Wes just whiff 3?
Yep, looks like it. It was his initiative. Wes whiffs 3. He is already shaking his head.
Now this is gonna be really interesting. But Rocket is also not there yet, so. And on the other hand, turn 4 is Caesar's initiative, so gonna be one hell of an interesting game.
Yeah. Wes's favorite card is Red Tornado. I think he's slammed it in just about every deck I've ever seen him make. Alright, so...
I mean, I can understand it. It's an unkillable character, except with KO effects.
Right. Here, let's zoom in a little bit, and then we'll... maybe too much. Alright, so this is... Wes's list. Just putting it on the screen for everybody that's chilling out here. Yeah, there we go. There's all of them. Whilst we watch them play ever so briefly, we'll just leave that off to the side. And then Cesar's list is this, which is a little more comprehensive, I suspect. I won't be able to do the space the same, but... Oops, I want this. There we go.
Yeah, the free power-up really helps.
And it looks like he remembered his endurance start, which is always nice. So I'll just leave those there and minimize and reopen them when we need to refer really quick. But Cesar's general style is get a buttload of equips, draw a buttload of cards from Rocket's effects. They lose uniqueness. Equipment cards, draw cards. So it's basically Antarctic research base at the expense of being at 40 endurance to start. And Wes is getting a free power-up every turn in a deck that's retooled for a power-up theme and teamed up with Brotherhood. And
Yeah, he just do bonkers. He just bricks everything you throw at him, and at the same time attacks with.
Yeah, for those that aren't familiar with Remix, in case you're watching, the Lost City pump was converted to be power-up friendly. So its wording, even though it was a minor nerf in Remix, it's additional +1/+1 on successful power-ups. So Brotherhood gets 2/2s out of it, but it also is the effect of Genosha built into it. So Joker running with this is quite the interesting nightmare fuel if you're trying to deal with combat. So Mr. Fantastic and a Mind Gem. This combo into Rocket is a draw 2 ditch 1. Because simultaneous effects, the player can decide which will resolve first. So he will resolve the Rocket draw, then the Mind Gem draw, then ditch his card, which is huge. We've seen, when I was playing him, I believe we saw a turn 6 and he was almost decked out, like 10 or less cards left in his deck. Oh my word, he's going off.
Oh, and there it is.
Oh my sakes. Rocket Raccoon with his favorite gun. Yeah, discard for that. Re-ready, draw again, because of course, why would we not draw again?
Yeah, and he's already through a third of his deck, so
Yeah, what
that's
is he?
a good.
40. 11
Yeah.
cards ahead of Wes in deck thinning. Cosmo, that's another one. That Future Tech is a nice hit. I don't see him not taking it. But non-unique Mind Gems is also pretty huge, so it all depends on how hard he's fishing. Now, generally, the win condition, and I apologize if I'm brutalizing his name, is the win condition for Cesar here, or Caesar. Pretty sure it's Cesar, but what do I know? Is multiple press the attacks after setting the table and stunning things out of the way or taking advantage of team swings. So he's going to dig pretty hard, but you'll notice he'll suddenly not care about digging anymore, and that's like code for he found 1 or 2 already and he's camping them. In one of his games, he took a player from 50 to -14 on turn 6.
Yeah,
All right,
it's pretty
Wes.
much
You
possible.
whiffed 1. You whiffed 3. If there's a whiff on 4,
It's over.
this is just the end of game 1. It'll be a quick stream for everybody who's chilling at home. Pekin is not playing. What do you got for us, Wes?
He did build in Searcher this time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
yeah, he did. He did. And I mean, there has been some damage done, and he hasn't taken any damage yet. So, I mean,
Yeah, but the rocket's on the table now, and
yeah, rockets on the table, but there's no surprise second Zarthian play that he likes to do with Black Panther.
but he doesn't need.
There's the blob. Okay.
Yes.
Blob, ideally
Unfortunately.
into a team up. Boom. Okay, so we've got a power up online already. Not bad. Unfortunately, Blob is perfect victim stats for Rocket.
Yeah, the rocket. That's why. That's why Blob. Any other setup, it's great, but
Yeah.
with rocket already on the table, and nothing to give Blob a +1 or more.
Yeah, checking Cesar's list again. He does have some KO access in the
equipment,
Necroblade
yeah.
that he's maining.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some
Once you get
potential
that
for him
out-
to deal with Red Tornado. What was that?
Once you get that out, he can stun Blob, KO him, just
Well-
see whatever happens.
Well, when I was playing Prime in one of our early games, I messed up our recording. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He hit Necroblade on 2 in both of the early games that we played. And I was just like, oh my god, beside myself. So, yeah, a free stun pimpin' continues. At the rate that he was allowed to go wide, if he doesn't Star-Lord on 4, I don't know. I don't know why he wouldn't Star-Lord on 4. Just get it back, keep the pressure on. That's all he needs to do, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Especially with
much.
that Mr. Fantastic. I keep forgetting when I'm the player, I can decide which cards are on top of which cards, but when I'm a spectator, I don't get to do that. So I apologize if it's a little bit messy. We'll try to highlight everything that everybody can see here. Oh, did it let me do it? I'm so happy. All right, nice. Just had to mash it a little harder than normal.
Let's see.
I mean, it's an off initiative turn.
Yeah, he can attack.
He has a.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, it is. Oh, Wes is the off initiative, or did he
Yeah,
pass?
Wes is
He-
off initiative.
Yeah, he passed to make sure he can reinforce, maybe.
Or maybe just preventing any power-up Wes has, so
Yeah.
not losing any character, I'm guessing. This way he definitely will not lose any character. And
Yep.
pressing for Red Tornado is not bringing him much since Tornado comes back anyway.
No, my thought process was I thought Wes had passed and he was just chewing on his
Okay,
attack
yeah.
step, and I was
Yeah.
thinking suiciding Frankie Ray is a really actually good idea to get the Mind Gem back and keep that draw.
Yeah.
But same difference. Wes went for the damage as his deck really wants to do.
And he needs to do it.
So he's
Turn
got his
6
power-up
deck
engine, and now it's all about Cesar's ability to abuse the Zarthians. But you know, at a 15-point deficit from where he normally should have started, that's oh, he's hitting the nuts. Shira coming in. She's gonna get a Kadar. She's gonna get an Nth medal. I don't know. What do you do if you're Wes? You get the Nth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, force him to need the double Zarthian to get through it.
But probably it's going to be hard. If he has Rocket in his hand for turn 6, it's going to be hard on Wes.
Yeah, so now between the new and improved Lost City here. And the Shira, that's a +2/+3 per power up. And a Hall of Justice gives a free power up. So Wes is in good place for actual combat.
At least for this turn. Unfortunately, next turn if the rocket is there, it's gonna
If
be.
he hits Rocket 6, things are gonna get real interesting real fast. And yeah, he's digging hard. Look at that. Double
Oh,
team up and a search going away. Oh no. No, Cosmo, no. Bad dog.
oh my goodness. That's Octagon Classic.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
four,
Clump
one,
harder.
two,
You're not clumping hard
four,
enough.
all four team ups in the six. Oh, actually, it's only 2 different cards in those 6 cards. Holy Jesus.
What do we got? Guardians,
It's
Guardians,
only
Signal, Guardians. All 4 Guardians?
and all
Oh my
signals.
word.
Okay, this is definitely partly Octagon
This
shuffling.
is Guardians, Guardians, moves, moves, moves. Signal, Guardians, Guardians. Yeah, it looks like he hit all 4.
Oh my goodness.
That's unbelievable.
That's a small save for Wes actually. I'm guessing.
Yeah, him delaying the team up actually hurts because once he hits mid game here, it's typically going to be. I mean, yeah, he's fishing still with the Mind Gem, draw 2 ditch. But
But that hurts as well probably, knowing if he did the Mind Gem he would have
like
got-
if I'm him, I don't want the Mr. Fan 5 drop. I want Star-Lord.
Yeah, at this point, definitely
And
Star-Lord.
I definitely activate Mr. Fan if I don't have my Zarthian number 2. So if we see Mr. Fan go sideways, that'll tell everything we need to know, really. Oh, double equip time. Oh, and he just threw away a Mind Gem. That's interesting. Okay. So we got advanced hardware. The burning begins.
There he is.
There it is. Yep. I almost feel bad for like saying it in passing. It's like, Star-Lord was like the engine of destruction that I was most afraid of, and now it's like exactly what he's needing to do. So there's the Zarthian being equipped from the KO, thanks to Star-Lord paying down to 4 defense. And with Reed Richards' Lab, if he has the second Zarthian by now, 30 cards left in his deck. He's halfway through, for the record, by the way. If you hit the other one, then this is a 10 attack rocket that just activates on Shira. Ooh, the
Oh, there it
Necroblade.
is. Okay, that's gonna be
Ooh.
over. Yeah, Lop's going away, I'm guessing.
Oh. Plays the Necroblade first. He's got 1 resource point left. Does he cheese it?
No, I think he's gonna KO Blob probably, right?
If he's got the second Zarthian, he KOs Shira 100% of the time. But he has a resource left, and I'm just wondering if he's humming and hawing about an equip to go on Mr. Fan or something different. Here, is this... Okay, so he's already double equipped. There, that's what I wanted to make sure about. Let's take a look at Grey Fox's
Oh
KO
no,
pile.
wait, he cannot do the double Seratian yet. He does not have a team up. So that's
I don't. Oh, I see. Yeah, Reed Richards' Lab is not going to enable it. That's why I'm saying he's got
Yeah.
1 resource left. If he's just camping on the Black Panther. Black Panther doesn't care who. It's just activate, put it into
True.
play, and it can have to equip. But no,
it's Blob. Blob's
it's
gonna-
Blob, and Blob's gonna die. Goodbye. How long does he wait before flipping that Mr. Fantastic for Necro, I wonder? Gets it back.
Yeah.
Star-Lord is now at 0 defense. Re-equips, draws another card. Going fishing, man. 28 cards left in his deck, turn 5.
Oh my. Oh no, it's just but yeah, it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, that's a pretty clean way to do it.
Yeah, but
But
basically
I
it doesn't.
mean,
Both are flying.
Shira flies. I don't.
Red Tornado as well. He could just go on Starlord now, since Starlord is at 0 defense.
Yeah, there's only one scenario I can think of. What have we got? Yeah, there's only one scenario I can think of doing it that way for, and I don't think it's going to work. But it could be interesting. Like the advanced
start
hardware
pressing.
plus Necroblade into press play works if he swings on anything other than Star-Lord, but the table
Yeah,
is just
that's-
set. So this is going to be an auto power up to an 11-12 once legal. And we're probably going to see a Hall of Justice activate, but he might be saving that as well for Red Tornado. That's a big hit. Wow, that's a big hit. As good as it looks like Rocket's doing, 20 endurance in turn 5 against 42 endurance is just, it's going to add up.
Question is only what does Sweetest do?
I don't think it's even a question. It's Red Tornado and Rocket. It's a bounce though. Bounce to Zarthian. Now it's Red Tornado on Mr. Fan. Just force the on-swing KO.
Well, even if it's not bounce, he wouldn't care, I guess, since if a Rocket 6 comes, it will just be directly.
He is
Rocket.
going for Rocket. I feel like that's a misplay, knowing there's a Rocket 6 in that deck. Knowing that he's going to get the Zarthian back in his hand and draw a card from it. I don't know. Double power up. So this is +4, +6 on a 3/3.
He might
7/10
also-
coming in.
You might just KO Red Tornado just because. and stun the other two next turn.
Yeah.
Possibility.
Yeah, I would have after thinking it through a little bit, I definitely would have gone for Mr. Fan, only because if he still wants the KO, he has to do it before you trade on stuns, which drops him down to a 2 attack, and there's no hope of a stun back. So he wouldn't have even needed to use a power up, he just would have needed to declare it. But this way, he's getting the Zarthian back to hand with another one in the KO. And that's pretty scary if if he's got the 6 and 28 cards left in his deck says he probably has the 6. 15 endurance left though. That's a hefty hit. Yeah, there it is.
But yeah, double rocket activation could pretty much.
I don't know about double rocket. Assume yeah, you kind of have to assume he's got the press the attack at this point.
Yeah. I mean,
a 16
cards.
attack rocket is not too bad either. But if you can get in and out of combat on stun on Shayera, this board is not looking great. And if he recovers the Star-Lord here rather than the rocket, which is probably getting replaced anyway, he can get back his KO equip. And then this could be interesting.
I'm assuming Rocket comes in.
This is such a wild game. It's like every swing West takes is like chunks of 10 and 15 damage in the turn. And the setup just looks so weak, though. Reminds me of some of the old combo decks from Silver Age, where you had Dr. Light free ban.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's teamed up.
Finally teamed up. Rips his card. 25 cards left in the deck.
Yeah, he definitely got at least 1 or 2. Press the attack.
Oh, by now he's got to have 2 minimum.
Yeah. And with that, he can double stun using rocket,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah,
whatever is
this
on the
this
table.
is his standard kill turn as far as I'm aware. Turn
Yeah.
6, just delete some stuff and
Yep.
yeah,
That's
he's prepping for
that's
press.
enough. Put it on Star-Lord. Come on. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so he does not have a rocket and no signal flare apparently.
I don't know. He might just be gunning for his draw options first. Ooh,
Yeah,
Atu, what a dick
but
play. I
but with
love it.
15 endurance and Wes's ability to attack,
Yeah, there's Uatu.
what's it showing us?
He
Oh,
just
that
showed everybody. It's public knowledge with the Uatu, so
uh,
may as well show the hand to everybody, including the viewers at home.
yeah.
Look at
So,
that combat stuff he's got all camped.
so except if Caesar can burn him down, that Unipower is gonna give him some.
The Unipower gives him something to bite back with for sure, yeah. And the Aquaman is going to do a little bit of help with that. Yeah, there's a future text. So as of now,
Wes has a
there it
good
is.
chances too.
Yeah, as of now, press the attack is live. I'm just not sure I put the advanced hardware on Mr. Fan, but Star-Lord with it. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess. Never mind. For the record, 19 cards left in his deck. This turn 6 is going to be heavy. We've got burn for 3, 6, 9, 12. Uatu is most likely going to get a little something too here at some point.
So let's assume that's 15 burn. And
Combined arms.
that's the flare gun. That's what.
Yeah, the cluster flark. Great. Into another Cosmo. What? Is he just gonna for... Oh, I see. Send the Cosmo. Get the future tech. So he combined arms for the equipment, not for the character, basically. Okay. Yep, that's awesome. Future tech is concealed optional, while advanced hardware is not. So that's 15 burn on the board. That almost cuts Wes in half right there.
What? West.
No
with his
rocket
attack.
abuse, though, is actually a really big deal
Yeah.
because this is all going to be
Wes could
combat
win it.
related.
West could end it maybe if he gets enough damage in.
Well, this is Wes's defensive turn, and his opponent is looking at his hand to see how many power-ups there are.
Yeah.
I
But even
mean,
then,
as far as high utility goes, Uatu is definitely getting it done. That's funny. And somewhere there was a... Nope, that was on... There it is. There's a Fantasticar as well. Can't forget that Mr. Fan is actually a 12 attack at the moment. 16 cards left in Rocket's deck. Can he set the table in a way that just lets him swing for the fences? That is the
What?
question.
why is it being that?
That's interesting.
Oh, to get, of course, he wants Aquaman to get that back. He wants Aquaman to get it back. That's why.
Unipower on Shira, play Aquaman, get it back. Yeah. There is not a very good... there's not too
Well-
strong an opportunity here.
It's not that bad either.
So what's the discard here? What am I missing?
He's going for Shayera, probably looking for Shayera,
Oh,
Or-
yes.
or
Ditch, get Shira, trigger Joker, put it back in his hand, resolve, get Shira. That's right, he gets both.
and maybe discard it again. Yes. So Aquaman gets.
Can get it back.
Yeah.
Wes,
Well-
you sneaky hobo.
I mean,
Daring
That's-
him to go over Shira. Now, let's take a look at that deck list one more time. Plot twist, what do we got? So we have no resource removal. So,
No,
that's
Caesar
that's
is
the
really
safest lost
concentrating on.
city we've ever seen right there. Wow, this
And if,
Aquaman's going to be ginormous.
if necessary, if West has a second lost city, he could draw some cards at least as well. So
Well, we've got a Juggernaut in his hand, so if he has Island Dam, he can do it. He's got Mutant Superior. That's printed only, though, so that's not going to find anything that he needs. And of course, it's an open hand, right? So he's looking at it, seeing, oh, look, that Aquaman has 2 power-ups. But now he has to guess on the face downs. That's really cool. Of special
yeah,
note.
it's not that easy for Caesar as well. I guess
No.
because press only works if you do not get stun back as well. In this setup.
Mm-hmm.
If he did have the rocket, the surge or whatever, I would have gone for rocket for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I'm very curious. I feel like he had it. We never saw him bottom deck it in all of his mills. We never saw him bottom
And
deck
with
it. We saw
16 cards
Yeah.
left over,
with 60 cards left, knowing most of the bottom ones that we saw, because although recently he did a search and then he ripped his team up, so the order is not going to be guaranteed. But yeah,
but
we
still
haven't seen
one,
that one of. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was in his hand and he just chose to go with the Mr. Fantastic instead. That's really
Because
interesting.
rocket would definitely have destroyed West's board.
Oh yeah, especially with Star-Lord in play. Not even a question. 16 attack rocket activates on whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, a 13 attack rocket on this board is going to get everything except for.
Or even if he didn't, he could if he has the press, then even more. The 6 and 5 of West would have never seen light of day.
Oh yeah,
If he
he's
didn't have the
definitely
press.
got the press. It's not a question.
Yeah.
But he
So the rocket is really a question.
he definitely wants to use the press for the face swings.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. I don't think he really has it. He can declare 1 and he'll still have 4 up. But I mean, even if his target is Red Tornado,
Yeah, but
I mean,
that's the
he's
thing,
looking
right?
at it.
When-
He's looking at it, knowing it can get to 9.
Ah, there it goes.
Yeah, there's
Holy.
the overkill swing.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
So
Because they all have
preparing
flight
for the-
thanks to Fantasticar.
yeah,
So she will jump herself to a 11-12. He's looking in his hand at the ability to get another 6 defense for 18. And that's it. That's the cap of it all. It all depends on the locations. So this swing is heavy. This is a 9, 10. That's another 5. 15. Uato's got 4. There's 19. Cosmo's got another 5.
24 or 24 if I'm not mistaken is the
Yep,
attack.
It's 24 thanks to the heavy work of Fantasticar. So if he doesn't have Island Dam,
That's going up to 15,
18,
18.
21. He's playing like he's got it. The Island Dam anyway.
And then, yeah,
21.
24.
Oh, 24 from the location. I didn't think to count the free.
Oh,
Oh, there
yeah,
it is.
he had
Immovable.
true, yeah.
I didn't think to count the Hall of Justice.
27. Well, Caesar's got power ups probably, or not?
Probably, but he has also been throwing a lot of them away.
There's 1,
Yep. 2.
there's 2.
Uh-huh. I mean, he wouldn't be powering up if he didn't have enough. And a searcher.
Oh, then I really wonder with rocket. Because that would have been face swing as well if you had rocket. But yeah, okay. We'll see.
Huh. I wonder. Is there a mutant superior target? I don't think so.
No.
Has to be printed
heal.
Brotherhood with that search.
Yeah.
So he fetches, and does he find things with his 16 cards remaining in the deck? Black Panther. He can't power up out of it, so he gives up and gets something else instead, it looks like.
Oh, okay. So you forgot what he had in this deck.
What a
Ooh.
brick. That may have been the turn of the game
Yeah.
right there. Because if he has that power up, I don't know that Wes can stop
Yeah,
it.
but
He
he
certainly hasn't
definitely-
shown anything that says he can, so I'm very, very curious.
But definitely would have gone for rocket then in that scenario.
Yep. Yeah. This is a cake swing. If I'm Wes, I'd let this one go. The brick was the most
Well,
important part.
On the other hand, well, he doesn't have to stun back. If he can stun back, I
Yeah.
would do it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I feel
Then
like
the-
that stun back was. He's so low. I see what he's doing. He's just doing as much damage as he can do, but not stunning back that fantastic card Cosmo feels like it was a bit of a. Like, press the attack. He's going to have a really strong Mr. Fantastic threatening a second stun.
Well, the thing
I
is,
don't know.
Wes is pretty confident, I think, because he still has the uni power.
Yeah, but that's not defensive. Oh no, that's right. If Cesar can't do anything about it, so the Unipower is going to pump her to a 13. 13, 15 right off the bat thanks to Inf Metal and the pending Unipower. Wow. That's game.
Yeah. Else go for Watu. With the other uni power, definitely game.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's just showing what he had at this point.
Definitely would
Wow.
have gone for rocket. I would have definitely gone for rocket, I would say.
Oh my god. That's a wild
Yeah.
game. And I mean, he mathed it out. He knew he wasn't gonna survive with burn. Wes is showing what he got, and there is the Island Dem that we were wondering if he had. Yep.
Yeah, he had it.
And another. Oh wow.
Or I'm just looking. Oh, I know maybe.
So
Caesar-
game one.
Caesar did not have the ability to use press the attack, if I see it again now, with rocket.
No,
Starlight-
if he plays Rocket, he only has 4 characters, and all of them need
Oh,
a
but-
way to.
But it was his initiative, right?
Yeah, turn 6 evens was Cesar's. So
Yeah, no, that doesn't even matter. He could still have used rocket. Then,
The only thing I can think is he must have just elected to play around it, because even when he
Yeah.
did that throwaway search, he just settled for something that maybe would live. But
no, but I definitely would have said go with rocket,
yeah,
since you could stun the 6 and 5 drop.
yeah, it's so
And
easy
the-
too for us to run our mouths about he should
Yeah.
have done it. Like
Yeah,
when
it's
you're
easy-
when
it's
you're
easy
in
when-
it, you're in it. So I mean, Cesar's playing
Yeah.
his brains out right now. I just want
Yeah.
to point that out. We're not coming down
Yeah.
hard either
No,
way.
no.
It's just
No. But I'm thinking rocket might have been won him that game at least.
yeah, Rocket plus Star-Lord. That's double equipped Rocket. And
Yeah.
so where do we go from there when you can just stun out the 5? So
Well, I'm thinking you can stun out 5 and 6 because Starlord could just go on the attack since it's his initiative, and then you have 4 exhausted.
yeah.
If
Yeah,
If Mr.
I
Fenris
get
is-
the feeling that the one thing he didn't want to do was declare an attack, have it be legal, and then try to do his tricks, though. So it definitely was a question of can he exhaust all of his
Yeah.
stuff during the build phase before allowing it to get to
Yeah.
that. So I can kind of understand the want to underdrop instead. This way, he takes odds. So Wes will have to build first on 6, which is a really smart way to do it. There it is. Wes's favorite card. Staple in every deck. Red Tornado. Some things never change. That Mantis is huge.
Yeah, with this deck. Oh yeah, and then with Cosmo.
Fun fact, a lot of people forget, Mantis can mess with the opposing deck too. You don't see people use it a lot, but it absolutely can.
Mr. Riddler or
Yeah,
whoever.
yeah. Somebody tries to stack a Riddler, or Justice League search, putting a card on the top. Nah. Poseidonus puts a card on the top. Nah. It's great. It's a great card. Super slept on. Great stats, Mantis. Always a good time. Oh, Uadu early.
Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be hard for Wes since Caesar is gonna get
he's
to
only
everything.
hidden 2 cards. Oh, and
but Wes got his drops. That's
let's
secure.
yeah, look at that. We got the 3, we got the 4, we got the 5, we got the 6, and we got one of the greatest 1-drops ever made. Scarlet
Also,
Witch.
I'm pretty sure Wes would prefer seeing Wonder Woman.
Well,
setup.
he's got 4 more cards he's gonna see. It's a little bit sad that he doesn't have any good plot twist support to row, so most likely we're gonna see Scarlet Witch go in the row unless he draws something really juicy. Both players in this final, by the way, are going to get a full play set of the foil Border Breaker Savage Beatdowns and Nasty Surprises that we've been treating the community with. Show some Versus love, and you too can get some sweet remix-based loot. Or if you see somebody else doing it, PM me. Let me know. Aaron Mead on my Facebook group, or Onyx Weapon in our Discord.
Yeah, this kind of hurt a bit, not having any plot twist or location.
Yeah, that's the Octagon draws I'm used to seeing in a power-up deck right there. Exactly what I'm used to seeing. But Nth Metal Juggernaut on turn 3? Nah.
Yeah,
sit
nah,
on it. You sit
I would,
on it.
yeah.
Nah,
With
yeah.
Rocket in this game, no.
Yeah.
Definitely not going early with that.
Yeah, he's looking for something. Draw 2, ditch 1. Let's put that on the bottom here for viewing.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
Terra for that.
Yeah, nice. Draw another one. 45 cards left in his deck.
That draw engine is crazy.
It's such a good draw engine. Such a good draw engine. It's suitable that it's a 40 endurance start leader. Ooh, Thing. Goodbye, Thing. I want to say that Thing is also a one-off. Yep, it is. I don't know if Wes is following along with any other deck lists, but again, just as a reminder here in Game 2, this is what Wes is bringing to the party. Pretty basic stuff. A couple questionable includes that I always like to hassle him about, but most of it is pretty gravy. Like the Batman Justice Shadow. I'm always just like, really? Couldn't go another way?
that's his favorite one for his power up
It's
decks.
definitely another one of his I just like this card kind of things, but Grey Fox.
But yeah, he mostly play Shagera anyway, so
Yeah.
I'd miss more for hey, I'm here.
Yeah,
you doing
Caesar's turn 2 Uatu though. That's crazy. Misses Rocket.
Well, he also missed
Wow.
it last game, right? I think he played it on turn.
So he's just
Four?
gonna go burn. Straight up burn.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do for this? You do overcommit with a team swing maybe? Burn with Yondu, re-ready, and then send Yondu face if West whiffs, but they know he's not going to whiff, so that's yeah, I don't know. 6 attack Yondu, maybe
Well-
that's what I do.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he knows what Wes has in hand.
Mm,
Only 2 cards are a mystery to him, so that might help.
he is going with the Nth.
Well, since
If there's
Caesar
no
missed
rocket, I mean, there's no reason not to.
yeah,
I agree, but when we were just assuming that Rocket was coming to the party, that that would have been a painful play to just trade 3s for almost nothing. Yeah, if your deck's not going to go your way on this one, I think it might just be better to just lose the initiative,
Yeah.
pass, take the hit you're going to take, do the burn that you can, and continue setting up next turn.
and the burn with Yondu just became a bit harder now.
Yeah, and no matter what Wes does, that Mind Gem's coming back to his hand. So, losing Mantis and getting the Mind Gem back, I don't think I care if I'm playing the Rocket deck. Or do you
But
just
turn
turn
three-
everything sideways and hope? You've got a Kater power up and Joker hasn't triggered yet, so we've got 2 power ups. Are one of these 2 cards a Lost City? These are probably the thoughts going through his head right now. And even not a Lost City, if Wes has got the team up, camping that team up face down, even for the 1/1 power up, could be a huge brick.
Yeah. This is Wes's turn 3. This is to lose, I think.
This is our built first.
Yeah, but I mean, he's gonna break it most probably, or Caesar
Oh,
really has
yeah,
to go with
yeah.
has to go with
Going for the
everything he has.
overcommit. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's all he can do. Yeah, there
There
it
it is.
is. Wow, 2/2. That's a 7/7.
Ooh.
It's a good thing he team swung everything. But I mean,
Wow,
he's looking at his
it's not
hand.
enough.
He's looking at the Kater Hall. He knows that
Yeah.
this is a brick.
So what he's coming with? He's coming with 3. He's coming exactly with 9, isn't he? With
Yondu's a
9.
6, and then a
Yeah.
2 and a 1, so 9 total.
9.
Juggernaut just became a 7. It's going to become a 9, and that's a tie.
The question is whether Wes already wants to sacrifice his Cater. at this
Yeah,
point.
it would
Break
require a double discard, but with that kind of swing, I don't feel like there's
Oh, yeah.
any threat. Like, you just take the trade, stun back the Yondu, and then send Red Tornado over the 1.
Or he does overcommit to get so much damage in.
This
Stun back Cosmo for now. Stun back Yondu then later on.
Well, if he stuns back anything not Yondu,
Yeah.
that can get messy, because you would have to proactively declare the paying of the defense just in case.
I would just go for Cosmo maybe. If he overcommits with his power ups, Wes at this point. Then he can get 3 characters out of the way.
Yeah, I'm just curious here if he's just in the tank or because I think this is a legal attack. Like Wes didn't say not
Yeah.
legal. There's no reason for the proposed attack to not be continuing.
Well, at least it should have been legal, because else it
Yeah.
would be. I don't think Wes would have. Oh? It was not legal? Now I'm a bit confused. Because Wes would have not turned over that Lost City else.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see if they sort it out, and if not, I might just jump in and check on them. Like, is he not able to turn his stuff sideways? I'm gonna go check. I'll be right back.
3/3.
So did the team attack not happen?
Right, so I flipped the Lost City before legal, just so the Nth Metal would go off, so he has a chance to back out of it.
No, he doesn't. He declared
I
a
didn't
legal
think
attack,
so.
and you didn't.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
declared.
he declares a legal attack, and do you have something that makes it not legal? No, but before it was legal, you flipped that up. We continue
Yeah,
into the legal attack and proceed as usual.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It is. He doesn't have a chance to back out because I flip it before
No,
the
he
attack is
declared it.
legal.
If he wanted to back out, he wouldn't declare it. If he declares it and says, "This is what I'm doing. Do you have anything that would prevent me doing this?" and you say, "I'm flipping this up, but otherwise no," and then we continue.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, that's my bad.
Okay, so
I
the
thought it
attack.
was the other
Yeah,
way.
the attack.
I thought you had a
Alright.
chance. I thought you had a chance to back out. That's
No,
my
it
bad.
looked like there was a little confusion. I was like, we'll see if they can sort it out first, and then I'll jump in and see what's up. So carry on, gents. Team swing, pass, blah blah blah. See what happens.
That's what.
Yeah, Wes thought that flipping up the doing anything before legal allowed the opponent to decide they didn't want to make it
no.
legal anymore. So I just clarified that for him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Wes has to actually make a situation where the team attack is not legally going to
Yeah,
resolve
exactly.
properly.
Like
so
mystical paralysis or
Yeah.
something.
so this is still coming in, and they're still deciding how it all goes from there. But that's why there was a little bit of confusion there.
He's breaking it.
Yep, double power up. That'll break it for sure. And that's got to be a Yondu stun back. He can chain to the second power up, though, and pay 2 defense on Yondu, just in case Wes is tempted to go on something else, which will
Oh.
most likely result in... Yeah, no, that's how it's going to be. Yep. And now it's a big old pile of... Ouch. 7-7. Don't forget to bounce the mind gem. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, he's playing on point.
This could have. This might hurt Caesar a lot.
Oh, this everything
Like a
about
lot.
this turn hurts Caesar. That was huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Oh.
Have a Blast comes to the party. Let's take another look at
Yeah.
that list. How many Have a Blast? 2 Have a Blast, 1 only human, and a Flame Trap camp. Oh my! I forgot he put the Flame Trap. That could be very
Yeah,
interesting.
because of the Ultron possibility.
Everybody was afraid of the Ultrons in this event. That's true. It made top 4 though.
Yeah.
There it is.
He's looking for Jux? Or what is he looking for?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
oh.
he ditched Scarlet for the Have a Blast on the location. The Scarlet came back from Joker, which he just turned sideways to remind himself, and then he ditched it for the Mutant Superior.
Yep.
In case people are watching, going, "The heck did this guy just do?" Yeah, because again, powering up is considered a discard. Any cost for other cards is considered a discard, which is why his Flame Trap actually works really good in his deck. He's not really ditching 2. He's ditching 2 and getting a refund. There's the team up that he loves to see.
Rocket.
This is
Rocket's
still a great underdrop turn.
coming. Oh, Rocket's coming. Rocket's coming?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like Rocket has to after that last turn where Wes stole the initiative. He has to do something to really mess with Wes's ability to
Yeah.
bust out some good stuff. But I think the target's got to be Juggernaut too, not even Blob. Cluster Flark gets sent. I don't know. I'd be very curious to ask Cesar afterwards if he ever used it, because it's so bonkers if you get it going.
There's Rocket.
Spend 3, stun a 3, stun a 2, stun a 1 if possible. Crazy. Alright, so we got Rocket coming in.
He probably has the. Oh no.
Nice. That's actually a pretty nice one. Uatu will love that equip. And that also puts Rocket at 8, which is really clutch. if he plays it this turn. Let's get that going. Double equip. Interesting. Who's gonna get that?
Okay.
He's got a second Zarthian.
Oh yeah, they're teamed up already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mind Gem. Nice. Draw 2, ditch 1. Thanks to Rocket.
Well, even if he doesn't have a second Saratian, he can put.
Well, it would be a little bit of a waste without some kind of press setup. So he doesn't actually need the second one unless he has a good avenue to actually get 3 other exhausted characters. But preventing that Juggernaut swing feels like it would be a pretty effective way to do it. I mean, he's seeing his hand this whole time at this point. There should be no cards that are not known. And everybody knows that third resource is just a character that was forced to get set, so. Another team up from the hand. Nice extra draw.
Still has 1 resource, right?
He does. He does. Yeah. And he's
oh, look
ooh,
at that.
the Mind Gem is a nice hit. Like, if you can't get the Zarthian on Rocket, a Mind Gem on Rocket wouldn't be a bad play right now. Mind Gem is also not concealed optional, so only Rocket could take a Mind Gem.
Yeah, it's not an easy turn because he just has to survive this, and probably he can plan ahead then.
Yeah,
since he
so
knows all of his card now.
seeing that move, we know there's no extra Zarthian. He's just fishing. Banking on the fact that this probably isn't going to be West swinging for game. Not even close to it, so he's just...
But even if he has it, he doesn't really need it at this point.
No. And that last resource, if it's me, it goes on Uatu, but...
yeah, but I think... Did it go to the KO pile? Yes.
Let's take a look at Grey Fox's KO pile here. I see 1 there, but I thought... That's right, no, he took the Mind Gem instead of the Fantasticar. Yep. So now that he activated to burn for 3 with Yondu, Rocket just got a free stun, and now Yondu's readied up with 6 attack. That's not too bad. Not a bad way. Endurance totals are tied right now with that play. Oh, sorry. No, they're not. I was looking at Grey Fox's screen, and I saw the endurance under Wesley's half, and I was like, wait a minute. That's not a tie. That's reversed.
Yeah, it's reversed. It's exactly.
42 to 24 in Wes's favor. Wes has taken 8 damage so far, but it's looking like it's going to be 6. Although he's also threatening a reinforce. We know the face down card doesn't help Wes. We know most likely Red Tornado doesn't have a swing.
I mean, Red Tornado could just go on Yondu if he wants.
Well, he's a 0 defense, so that would be the sensible move. That would be the sensible play. Just trade Red Tornado for Yondu.
Yeah, I mean, Red Tornado is coming back anyway, so...
Oh, okay, I see. He hasn't passed his build yet, I guess.
That's probably a fantastic card.
I don't know.
Or what? Rest of the burn. Oh, Cosmo. No. He's going for another...
Fantasticar? I don't know.
Well, with Fantasticar you can... Oh no, it's not enough, right? The Raccoon is at 7. No, I thought
he's just getting burned. Okay.
Okay.
So the puppy now has an activate for 3. This is a really smart move if he's got a press in hand. Yeah, defensive formation for the hidden area because he's paranoid about Unipower, but it's possible he lost track of which resource was set on 3.
Well, there's also... Oh yeah, Wes already
Yeah.
flipped up everything Caesar hasn't seen. So yeah.
Yeah. He didn't have a non-character card on turn 3 for his
No.
resource, so.
Yeah.
Still, better to be paranoid and prepared. Uatu, MVP. One of my favorite cards. So good. Oh, Yondu up front.
Okay, interesting.
That's...
I'm not quite sure either yet.
Yeah, I mean, I
definitely.
don't think formation mattered. He's getting a mind gem back, but he's also taking 2 extra damage on this trade. 0 defense.
But yeah, I mean, Red Tornado has flight, so even if he did differently, he still would have flown over. So
That should be 5. Well, he already took the stun. That should be, yeah, 3. There it is.
the only thing is, what could disturb Wes is if Caesar has the power ups. No, he doesn't.
The biggest disparity in these games has been the low starting endurance of Rocket. And the question of, can you set up some kind of defensive kit lockdown before too many things are in play, and one of them is just eventually going to swing for the fences. Yeah, there's the other burn. That burn is getting caught up pretty nicely a little bit, but I mean, 34 to 15 coming out of turn 4. Next
Wes
turn is
Wes kind
Rocket.
of drew the nuts. Kind of drew the nuts there with Strayer. But he doesn't have any
Yeah,
power.
this draw was sick. Kadar into Shayera. When you already have the Kadar in hand, do you even bother with the Batman? Like
Nah.
Shayera into Inth with a Kadar is
Yeah.
just... yeah, I don't know.
I think this is a hard one for Caesar to come. Well, he can get Shair at least.
Yeah, so we've got...
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, he just played the
he just-
5.
He can survive this way. Yeah.
Yep, he's got it. He's got the press chain set up. Rocket might save his bacon. Might. Rocket is barely
Well, it
big enough
will.
to stun a 9 attack.
Oh,
So, what do you do if you're Wes? You play the Shayera, and you put the Inf Metal
on Blob.
on Red Tornado.
or like that. It's true. Just
Just to spread as much as possible around the board, I think. I think that's the big play, yeah. But a double
Instead of-
rocket activation is going to also set up some pretty wild press options, which is the other
only
reason
thing
I
is
think.
if he could get the Fantasy card, then Caesar could do this. Fantasy card would enable him to stun Shaira and another attacker.
Well, he's at 10
depends.
right now,
Oh yeah, he's at 10 already.
so he's going to just first activate on whatever the 5-drop is. And he's looking at his hand. He knows what he has, right?
Yeah. So Wes gonna have one attack at max, maybe, if he doesn't get stunned first.
Well, depending on how this goes, he might only need one. But what I'm potentially seeing happening here is a stun on the 5, a stun on the 4, if for no other reason, to just kind of clear the table a bit.
Well,
But
you can-
if Blob doesn't get an Inf Metal,
well,
he's just gonna go over Juggernaut.
it's yeah.
Juggernaut will all power up to 7. He's got another power up for...
Well, theoretically,
9.
you can. Theoretically, he can stun the whole board. With only one character needing to be attacked, right? You can activate the rocket 3 times, maybe. because that would be enough to stun Red Tornado as well.
Would you
you
choose?
chain it
Would you
away.
choose to do that with a third Zarthian that we don't know about, or would you focus on multiple swings with Mr. Fantastic though? Because that's kind of the question that I'm thinking. Like, Rocket can activate with 10, and then you can burn for a bunch, and then you can ready Rocket with a press, sure, and now he can take out either Blob or Juggernaut. And if he actually has the rest, I mean, let's take a head count here. There are 12 cards left in his deck right now. Turn 5. The assumption would be for me, he's got all 3 presses. Does he
Sure.
not run 4? Is it just 3? Let's check. 3 presses in this deck. So 2 minimum, probably all 3 in his hand at this point, and he's just setting up for Live the Dream. And his Live the Dream is multiple swinging Mr. Fantastic to end it out. Or at least, that's what I think.
But will Mr. Fantastic be able to do that? Multiple swings? at this
Mr.
point?
Fantastic is a 11 attack at the moment. So it's the biggest swinger he's got. If he can get a swing on red and a swing for face, it might not be game, but it'll be real close. Out of
The
combat
problem
stuns on Blob and Shira would be 9 extra damage. It would be close. 12 over 9. That's 6 more. 15.
The thing is, he has 3 power-ups for both of the smaller characters. If you put, yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I would probably use Rocket to stun all 3 characters, all other.
Well,
3
if he
characters.
wanted to be really spiteful, he could chain to the recruit and stun the target with Rocket right now. But clearly, he's letting the table set itself.
I mean, as long as they don't go in combat first, he can stun.
Yep,
Stun.
but I mean, Rocket is pretty much has to get the 5.
Yep.
Like it's not even a question. I don't think it has to get the 5. Yeah. Oh, declares first. Wait a
Oh?
minute. What am I missing here?
Why?
Oh, there is a fantastic car. They have flight.
Oh, yeah.
Swinging on the card that he knows probably won't stun him back. So he's declaring with 11 attack. He'll what? Burn with everybody else? I'm really not
I'm
sure.
confused. I'm confused at the moment.
Yeah,
But
I don't
maybe
know
he's
either.
got a different plan.
I don't know either. That's half the fun of watching these games, you know. We have the basic breakdown, but we don't know which 12 cards are in Grey Fox's hand right now. It is entirely possible that he did a play error here, but if he's got triple press and knows he can just chain a burn for 9 with the other characters, and then an activate for a stun on something not defending, and then an activate for a stun on something else not defending, I mean, 9 plus reasonable breakthrough. Force the reinforcement. Wow.
Ooh. I would have thought Wes would have tried to go stun that
If he knew he
Rocket.
couldn't get the brick, I think it's right to not bother with it. But I also
why
don't
was it
know if
working?
I don't know if Wes is respecting the sheer damage output that a guy with 12 cards left of his deck can do.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he could not just stun like Rocket.
Well, the power up, I don't think would have. There's a guarantee that he's got 3 other 3-drop rockets and at least 1/6 as far as power up trades go. Is it worth forcing it, maybe? That's the question we should be asking. I'm not sure. What else? That's such a huge win, letting Rocket get out of that, though.
Okay.
That's the swing I never thought would happen.
Yeah. Because now I would definitely power up one.
Which would be a tie, because Mr. Fan is at 12. So this power up also doesn't get him out of it. We
But
still
it
have the
does-
Joker proc.
But it does do the stun back on Mr. Fan.
I don't
Oh no, he doesn't have a... Ha! West doesn't have a team up, I just realized. He doesn't have the team up.
Oh yeah, that explains a lot more. His best power up is a +1/+2, which won't break
Yeah.
anything. He'll get it back from
Oh.
Joker. He can go to 13 and pray that it's enough, but there
No,
are
okay.
there are
That's-
5 more Mr. Fantastics in that deck
Yeah.
somewhere, and
Okay, now. This turns the whole game.
yeah.
Nope. Caesar should have this.
I think so too. The fact that that happened uncontested changes everything, yeah. And you're right, I was just looking at the board, assuming that he had his team up. So this is going to be
Yeah.
a double burn into a press for whom?
I would go
Who
Rocket.
gets the press? Because the 2 left with the Nth Metal are going to get a solid pump. Yeah, Rocket.
Rocket. Stun the...
Activate for Blob.
If he has 3...
Activate for Juggernaut. Interesting. Press again. Activate for Blob.
Press for
Clear
Mr. Fan,
board.
probably.
Press again. Swing for game with exactly 12 attack. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, wow. This
Yep.
guy wrapping the game with 11 cards left in the deck. Power up for overkill. Look at this guy.
Oh, now it's just flexing.
yeah, it's just flexing. Hey, look at all the plot twists I actually have in my hand. Yeah, forced to set the Batman. That was never going to help. He needed the double pump to live through this one, though.
Yeah, and missing the team up also hurt a lot. If he
No,
had that
oh
team
no!
up,
Like if he has a team up, he lives. He lives through that turn.
Yep.
So we got a 1-1 scenario in the finals.
so this is interesting.
Yeah, this
Yes,
is taking a turn.
And Wes has not hit Wonder Woman even once now. I mean, he only has
He's
one off.
the
but
only well, the JLA Searcher is a secondary one in this list that he's got. So he's only got 2. Double Mightiest Heroes, Quad Mutants appear. I'm not sure I run the same list, but clearly that priority was having a Brotherhood character when he wanted one, and not the other way around. So yeah, I just have to mute really briefly. So I'll be back in just give me 60 seconds or so while they get set up through the first turn or 2.
Sure. So Wes misses again his Scarlet Witch for turn 1. Well, Caesar got it. Well, that's a dream start actually. And with the necessary gem. So that's off to a really good start. And a new Baxter building. So we're on turn 1. And Caesar has gone through 8 cards of his deck.
An identical open?
Well, it's a dream start for Caesar.
Holy! Turn 1 Baxter on a Mantis Mind Gem. Holy. And West took
8
odds
cards
again, it
in.
looks like. West set past and then
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, Wes missed Scarlet Witch on all 3 games. on turn
Wow.
1. So Caesar should be able to set up pretty nicely with this.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what's going on.
I am too. It's
Okay, no, West took the damage now.
yeah, he probably just had to take a moment just like me. Who knows? Looks at Gray Fox's deck. Yep, why not? So the farthest we've seen him go through his deck in most of these events is about 10 or 11 cards left, but last turn was the first time we saw it all happen on turn 5. So that's pretty much the dream. And with a start like this, being able to sift his deck before drawing, that's actually pretty crazy, I think.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
Oh no!
Oh my
Look
God.
at the
Oh
hits!
my God!
Oh my sakes, what are you doing? It gives you everything. Arcticon, you're an unfair judge. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Necroblade all day, every day.
And get rid early of that red tornado if necessary.
Yeah, that's woo, gift wrapped and sold, man.
Okay, this is gonna be a really steep hill for West to get out of.
Yeah, and a lot of people forget the Necroblade is also just a 0 cost 2 attack.
Yeah.
It's really strong. So it's a 4/3 Mr. Fan. He's going to threaten stun backs on just about anything that's going to happen here. Digging hard with the Baxter building. Yeah.
No, West is not allowed to miss anything.
Yeah, he has to. His favorite card, he's never searched it once, needs no introduction. Red Tornado coming back. 3rd game in a row on 2. Nicely done. That's going to be a pretty solid hit into Mantis, most likely.
Okay. Now West has to hope that Rocket is not there turn 3.
Well, last game Rocket wasn't there, and it sure didn't
Yep.
matter. It's all about that
But I
double
mean-
equip online by turn 5.
What I mean, in this
Yeah.
setup, Rocket is gonna come with a cannon, then Juggernaut just goes bye-bye without ever doing anything. If he really gets that green draw.
Well, this is why guns are dangerous.
But, I mean, with the number of cards he went through, at least a Searcher or so should be in the...
It is interesting to see the sheer difference on the level of play when Rocket's not looking at the hand. I would almost say Uatu won that game.
Yep.
Being,
Yeah,
ab-
because
being
he
able
knew.
to just precisely do exactly what you need to the entire game
Yeah.
is just so huge. Oh yeah, kill that. And that's going to come back to his hand. Thank you, Joker. He did not just replace into another.
Oh my god!
Oh wait, or is he chaining? He's chaining
Oh, he's
Mantis. That's what
chaining.
he's doing. Okay, I was just about ready to crap my pants here.
Because if it really was that way,
Yeah, taking a look
I
at
mean,
the top, doesn't like what he
Yeah.
sees.
I would say Wes,
Yeah.
perfect draw.
Can you
Just-
imagine perfect draw into a replace in the same one? I've had that happen so many times. Haha. Have a blast. He's like, oh, I am. Draw another one. Alright, we got a lab. There's a draw 2, ditch 1.
Yep.
Adding up. When do we hit that critical mass when Grey Fox has more endurance than Deck? That's the question I'm kind of wondering.
Well, if he hit rocket, he can manage that.
There he is. There's the
Cannon? Oh
Zarthian.
yeah. Okay, this is gonna be hard on Wes.
The nut draws here.
Here.
Wow. This is a hard game to come back from, I gotta tell you. I don't
Yeah.
care who you are.
Yeah.
Another draw 2-1. Just piling it on. This deck is
And
so
just-
well tuned. I gotta tell you, I didn't think it through the way that Cesar did with this list, and I've been a Rocket Guardians fan from the start. So just the way that he kind of looked at the things that were essentials, the introduction of the mind gem, all of it, just so well thought out, so well planned.
And yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
has
think
to.
Wes
He
is
has
gonna
to.
come back from this.
I don't know. Having a hand your opponent can't see is nice, though.
Yeah, but well, it
And
depends. If he hits a Starlord,
if turn 4 he just sets a Wonder Woman where he's laughing for the rest of the game.
true.
Because the discards are free, remember, with Joker, so he can mess around with a lot of stuff. Against this deck, it was really interesting to see just how much weight the Batman alter ego could push to dictate their turns. I definitely wouldn't have gotten nearly as far without it. Holy heck, he's setting up Wonder Woman.
But you forgot Mantis can still do it next turn. You forgot that. I think. If Caesar's playing it correctly,
He's not getting Wonder Woman.
or?
He's.
Oh no, he's getting. He's discarding. Oh no. Huh? What is he doing? Exactly.
If you control a character with the same name as that card, so what am I missing? Kidder Hall?
Okay.
Kidder Hall Death from Above?
Oh no, did he get Red Tornado? As a power-up or?
He did.
What?
Yeah, he got a Red Tornado.
Why did he...
Very interesting. I guess he just wanted to make sure he could brick it, but there's no world Mr. Fantastic lets Juggernaut live, so I'm a little curious about the logic on that. Oh yeah. All day, every day you do that. Every day. Turn 4 Star-Lord, game over. Had the search to get the Wonder Woman. I just want to say that out loud. Had it.
Also, Mantis could mess with that. So
That might be why he opted for the boost instead. Nope, just getting Blob. Living the dream with Blob.
Yeah, this is difficult. If Starlord comes, then it's really, really over.
Yeah, the Mantis could be presenting a really interesting question if they're both aware of it. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if Rocket knows, Cesar knows that she can mess with everything. He's a pretty technical player. I would guess he would.
Yeah.
I feel like he would.
I think too. I think so too. Last turn he already used it. That's the only reason why he didn't mess, I guess.
It still might have been good to stack Wonder Woman just to force his hand. See if he wastes Mantis to bottom deck the Wonder Woman when he still had the search. Turn 4. What are we gonna see? This is the first time, one of the first times we see the mid game gets hit, and there's nothing in the hidden area.
Well, with this setup, he doesn't even need to
I
hide.
mean, it's a good setup. Multiple mind gems and a mantis is pretty much everything I want for Christmas. Mightiest Heroes does, yeah. Planning ahead? Nope, not
Nope.
today. That's a pretty cocky move, too. I don't need Doc Strange in 2 turns. That's the play of a man who already has the Rocket 6-drop in his hand.
Question is, what is this 4-drop? I mean, you should have Star-Lord or at least a Searcher, right? With half of his deck? How many Star-Lord does he play? 4?
Star-Lord? Let me take a quick look. I've got these lists, quick access.
Oh no, 2. Only 2.
Star-Lords
Okay.
are 2, but it is the only 4-drop in the deck. But the 4s and 5s are light. This is a swarm. This is remix edition Fantastic Fun, really. Like, to the T.
Yeah. The only thing why they are not as deadly as before is no cosmic radiation in remakes. So,
Yeah.
but with cosmic radiation, this one.
It's not the
will be
cosmic
even more
radiation that
consistent.
makes or breaks it, I find. It's the lack of the child defensive. Like, this deck
True.
has to just work. And it does have access to the newer stuff, so you've got, what's
There
it?
he is.
Oh, there he is. Invisible Woman does the force field projection. But that's about as thick as the Fantastic Four portion of defense goes.
Getting that Necroblade back or not?
Oh, man. He's got Rocket.
Oh.
Is he seriously?
Why? Why is he doing that?
There's no loyalty that gets messed with. What am I missing? Okay, so he does 1 for that.
Because he knows Blob is coming, right? I mean, yeah, on the other hand, it's just 1 attacker, so maybe Caesar doesn't care that much. Like, it's only Blob that might come.
So that's a 0 defense Star-Lord on Mr. Fantastic.
Is it? Even in 0 defense? Oh yeah, true. He
Yes,
took
because
two.
he got the Zarthian for the
Oh.
first one, and then he got the Necro for the next one. Yeah. Wes has a massive hand and hasn't even built yet. And Cesar's already threatening just an empty board before he gets to play a character.
Yeah, but
Well, with Cesar's initiative, if he does a team attack with Star-Lord Gamora and then KOs
yeah, but
the
then you can.
2, he can press Rocket and then stun out
then-
the defender. Man, no, that
No,
opens
but
it
you
up to
can power up.
power-ups. Yeah.
That's why. That's why I'm.
I'm trying to see my way through doing Rocket now.
Me too. Because he knew Wes was looking for Blob. Why did he do that?
Let me double check. Wes does have Wonder Woman in here, right? Yeah, one of.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
has Aquaman as the other.
Yeah,
Just,
Aqua.
Aquaman
What?
and Woman are on one ofs, guys. But just
Yeah.
letting with Gray Fox will be about 2 minutes before he's back. He's got a phone
Oh,
call.
okay.
Yeah, no problem. We'll just hang tight
Uh-huh.
and continue talking shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I wish I hit the Wonder Woman against this deck.
You
but I
had
was
the
gonna
Wonder
want-
Woman search, and I was wondering if you were just playing around Mantis. But we're not going to coach you too much. Get back over
Yeah.
on the other side.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Okay, talk to you after the game, Wes.
Take care, man. Good luck. Nope. Should have got her.
Yeah,
I almost can't wait to talk to him about it, but at the same time, I mean, you play what's in front of you and you hope for the best. But 2 consecutive games, his blob has been just getting bitch slapped, and an
that's why,
8 attack Wonder Woman, just by itself, an 8 attack Wonder Woman would have been an amazing nuclear deterrent, I think. But
on the other hand, with this board, she would have been KO'd as well,
mm,
right?
would she?
I mean, he can attack because if he played Wonder Woman, he would not be able to team up anything, so he doesn't have his whole Brotherhood tool. Because the only
Well, I
thing he
mean,
would
if he played Wonder Woman, it doesn't matter. He did. He forgot to ready his Joker from last turn, so I wonder if he's just not paying attention to his discard options either. But let's say he plays his Mightiest Heroes, doesn't discard, and just puts her on top. It entirely is now up to Cesar to say, no, I want Mantis to screw with you. But then the next turn after, Mantis and a bunch of other things is the way that he managed to sift and get the Star-Lord. So everything is kind of hyperbole almost at this point. It's like coulda, woulda, shoulda. Well, yeah, I did this. Well, I could have done that. But at the same time, I mean, I think if I know I've got Mutant Superior, I think I set up the Mightiest Heroes and just see if he tries to mess with it.
Yeah.
I threaten the Wonder Woman and I say, look what I got, and do you want to mess
Yeah.
with me or not? And if he does, you still got
Then-
the Mutant Superior.
Yeah, I would have
And
used
then
it
the
that
game
early
plays
either.
the same way it did. The only difference is right now he has an extra red tornado in his hand for some reason. That's the only thing that's different from
Yep.
doing it that way or doing it the other way.
Or maybe Caesar was also thinking why he did that. Maybe he's thinking if Wonder Woman is something West. Maybe that's what Caesar thought. That's why he used Rocket that early. Maybe he thought Wonder Woman was already in the West hands, and West did
Well,
not
he can
try
always
to
change to the
discard.
recruit, though. He can always go, okay, I see Wonder Woman's coming, so before she enters play and ruins
Yeah.
my life, let's
Yeah,
chain
but
and
then
do
you can
this or that or whatever.
you cannot get the cannon. You cannot get the cannon again. Then that way he could get the cannon back on his turn.
No, he can still do it. Wonder
You
Woman
cannot
redirects
recruit.
target. I mean, there's only one target for Zarthian.
You know, but I mean, he could not use the Saratian again after stunning. Now he stunned Red Tornado anyway, and got the Saratian on Rocket again.
Yeah, so this is what I was guessing. A team attack on whatever is played. Activate the KO. Press the attack is up. He's going to ready Rocket with a press right now. And he's going to maybe hope that it all works out. Yeah, he's going for it. He's banking the
Yeah.
blob does not get bigger. And remember, if the Zarthian fails
Yeah.
to stun, it stays on him too. So it
Yeah.
might be just fine. Or he might just be looking for a face shot for 7. That's the other thing. Because now he's got a ready rocket and he can wait until West declares a power up and then respond.
Well, the thing is, Wes has not used his ability, right? So he might if he has Cater.
He hasn't, but I wonder if West doesn't just look at the Joker sideways and go, maybe I did.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. Just to ready it and then out of combat.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Cesar, you brilliant madman. I love it. I love it. We're all overthinking it. Like, oh, no, he's going to do this and then change. Nah. Just get all 4 sideways and live the dream, bro. That's it. And now this turn, he can double pay Star-Lord, get the Zarthian, and get the KO, and build phase kill blob. Straight up. That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah,
that
if
he
you
can do
actually
that.
look how Caesar played, the other possibility West had was just wait until Caesar used his ability and then use his search.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, it's always easier for us sitting
Oh no,
sitting behind.
it's so nice here on our cushioned iron thrones. No one judges us. I mean, curve's gonna curve. It's just a question of what you got to stop me. Right now, what is needed is a double equipped rocket. Now, the answer, of course, is he can get a double equipped rocket. There's double Zarthians down. There's no team
Well,
up yet,
more.
so
Yeah,
we can't
exactly.
double equip them. But I'm half expecting him to be camping the team up. I mean, it's always in your best favor to sit on your abilities as long as you can, so that you can blindside an opponent with their plays. But curve's gonna curve. At this point, everybody knows what Wes's deck does.
And this is going to be a surprise if West does not have a team up again. That would be a second straight game.
Yeah, not seeing the team up. That's a bit of a brutal one. Let's go back to Wes's hand here. Check out his. Look at the difference in like KO pile and Sift. 46 cards left in Wes's deck. 28 left in Gray Fox's. A massive KO pile. Just
West has almost double Caesar's.
Wes's deck, for the record, is a great deck to practice your mill against. Just wonderful. Alright, so that's 4
That's
defense
one.
left with a rocket equipped. Does he go for the second equip, or does he go for the KO knowing he can just delete blob? That's the question.
Depends what's his 5 drop? Is this Mr. Fan or something else?
Yeah, seeing the initiative build and being able to react to it, knowing you've got some out of combat tricks is such a big deal. I love that art. It's great.
Just a Mr. Fan with 2 fantastic art would also be something.
When you see Mr. Fan doing that kind of work, it just, I don't know. I definitely second guess the Mr. Fan on 5, especially defensively. I don't know. I think this turn I would, if I'm in his shoes, and depending on what's in my hand, obviously, I think my first instinct is I gotta go wide with my hidden area. Get some extra draw going on with some of my equips, see what I can do about that. He's still stuck with both Mind Gems in play because of last turn being so dominating, so he didn't actually get a chance to like get any of his stuff back.
And I'm guessing he does not have a does he really not have a team up yet?
Yeah, it looks like everybody's missing the team up, but it definitely is affecting him a lot less. There's a lot of synergy here, but not necessarily the need for a lot of team swings.
But if he has the team up, he could use Rocket to stun Shayera, most probably, if he gets the second cannon.
Yeah. Because he already has access to it. It's just a question of, is the KO of Blob more important?
Yeah, but he needs a team up first, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I get what you're saying, yeah.
Yep.
There is no second equip unless there's at least a Black Panther play this turn. Or a team.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. Although Star-Lord plus Black Panther would be a little awkward. There's a lot of openings to mess around.
Well, he's fishing for something. Oh! There it is. If he was missing it, he at least
Fishes
got it.
another Zarthian. That's not
Just
bad.
need either Panther or a team up now.
Yeah. 11 cards in hand. 26 cards left in his deck. He's halfway through. He mains, I want to say 8 searchers. So he should be able to get the
Panther.
The
or
Panther.
something.
single copy of Black Panther Vibranium Vogue.
Oh, and I was wondering that he has not got his second replace a new Baxter building, but
Oh, there it
I see it.
goes. See, now the way that he can choose to go if he wants to is Star-Lord into the Mind Gem he just blew up to get a nice draw advantage. Make my
Man.
monster grow.
yeah, it seems really Octagon is not giving him, well, beyond the Dream Start, not giving
That
him.
looked good.
Yeah,
That's a big Mr. Fantastic. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
Fantastic card takes him to a nice, safe 12-11. Star-Lord magically gains an extra attack. He's sitting at a 7-5.
What?
Rocket Raccoon is at 8-6. No, not teamed up yet.
Not yet, not
yeah,
yet. That's
yeah, that's right. They're not
But
teamed up yet.
I'm really. But if he really did not pull it up until now, and seemingly not, with 22 cards left, that's really something. 4 team ups and none of them came up until now.
Yeah.
There you go. But let's.
Well, 20 cards remaining in the deck. 11 cards in his hand. Can he do things with them? That's so interesting. 2 teams that have no team up.
Yep.
Going for it. Got to. Yep.
Yeah.
The
So
least
I'm guessing we're-
surprising thing we've seen today.
He
Yeah.
really missed the team up with all the cards here that he pulled. Sometimes Octagon just screws you. When a team up?
That's the
No.
way it goes. What do you desire most about that?
But yeah, at least next turn I'm guessing he has the team up.
He is set up really nicely for a
Yeah.
press the attack move. He's setting
But
up
even if not-
defensively so that no matter who gets hit, he can set up a press the attack move.
But even if he does not do it this turn, next turn, with that little card
Well-
left in the deck, it really needs to be something not having the team up again.
Yeah.
Because he could just go Rocket next turn and
Yeah, there's no way she's gonna do a lot of damage unless she wants to go over an 11 defense 5 drop.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying she can't. Holy crap, she definitely can. But it's more about resource allocation at this point. Are you gonna blow a lot that you have
No.
on a swing that's not gonna do much damage just to keep a lead?
is that a formation? That's quite the interesting formation at this point.
No,
I mean,
he's just forcing the swing into Rocket. It's the only swing that makes sense.
yeah, but then, I mean, because they're not team up, that's why I'm thinking why Rocket is in front of Mr. Fantastic. Even if you force it, but
So the only thing we're not sure about is where he declared it. But let's see.
I'm guessing you're.
Power up, power up, power up, power up. That's what we just saw for the record. So +4, +8 on. I would have to say this is Mr. Fantastic swing. It has to be.
I would have gone for Rocket, else.
I always second guess a swing like this on Rocket because I don't want to give him the equipment back just to let him draw it again.
Yeah.
Like draw off of it again, especially
Well,
next
at least-
turn if he plays the 6.
But at least I do the damage at that point.
Yeah, that was definitely Mr. Fan swing. And Cesar's just doing the right move here. He's just saying, yeah, you only get one swing. I don't care.
Yeah,
P.S.
reinforcement.
Yeah, P.S. Star-Lord burns you for 3, you know? Who cares? Yep, there it is. And he may even Suicide Mantis to bounce the gem.
Nah, he's
No, he wants to keep his board, set up those presses, but 19 cards left in his deck, 11 cards in his hand, 21
And
endurance. He is officially turn 5. He hit that critical mass where his endurance is higher than his deck.
and I'm guessing Rocket is just gonna stun.
Why
Rock
not?
to begin with,
Why
and
not?
then
He
the
can do it anytime he wants right now.
and then second Rocket comes in and goes ham, whatever later.
Oh, there it
Yep.
is. And this much digging, I hope you hit it by then. 15 cards left in the deck, for the record.
Yeah. Yep. There it is.
Yep.
There's no coming back from this for Wes.
If he drops a rocket, I think I could safely say this is untenable. But what do we got in Wes's little tickle trunk here that might mess with things? There's a few things. There's definitely a few things that could happen here that could just change the dynamic of a lot. There's the 6.
Yeah.
The 5 for uniqueness. The 6 is going to resolve getting a Zarthian. So that's a 14-11 Rocket Raccoon now that they're finally teamed up thanks to Fantasticar. So he's immediately out of the gate in a position to stun anything Wes plays this turn.
Or even if he wants, if he can get anything on Mantis that she can. Exactly.
Yeah, there it is.
He can stun. So he stuns
So
Shagira
now the whole board can stun, and you can have a multiple activated rocket if you so desire it. That might be... Oh, a second one! 15 attack rocket.
I would just stun Shagira now. Put any... Yeah. Stun Shagira, get it back, and press the attack if necessary later. That's...
12 cards left in his hand. 11 cards. 10 cards left in his deck. 13 in the hand now.
Yeah, that's over.
So, we've already seen one press. We know there's 2 more. Wes is at 28, so this is going to be an out-of-combat rocket play, obviously. But then it's a face shot, so he's got to play Aquaman 6, I think is his best option. But he has another option that saves him from the press win. If Wes has Flame Trap in his hand, he can stun the Mantis before worrying about press. But if he does it, yeah, there's a second one again. Oh yes, Star-Lord still has his double pay that he can do, almost triple, because he's getting another +2/+2. So he can press Ready Rocket and still have him swinging at like 18. This is not looking great. Wes, buddy, why did you not play negative space?
Oh, Wes is showing already. Okay, this is over. If you put Scarlet there, he definitely does not have Flame Trap, except if that's the 4th card there.
Yeah, he put her face up. He might have just said it and not realized, but...
Yeah, and Caesar's doing it now. Burning for 9, probably.
12. Yep. Down to 11. Ready, and then... Star-Lord... No, Star-Lord can't do it again because he passed, but that's still... yeah, that's a 15 attack rocket going for game. Nicely done. Did Wes take his burn? Am I dreaming?
Not yet.
No, yeah. So he's at 14, about to take 6 from the stun down to 8, and then about to take 15 in the face.
That's GG's, boys.
Yeah, that's it.
That as soon as we got it.
Well, Wes,
we-
you were talking
Rocket.
a big game. How does it feel to be so rudely reverse sweeped?
I'll be honest. I feel like if I would have hit Wonder Woman in either of these 3 games, it would've made a
Oh
lot
my
of difference.
God, we spent like
Um,
15 minutes talking about how your
If
Mightiest
I
Heroes
hadn't
should
wasted
have
that-
got it.
Yeah, if I hadn't wasted that, and I would have got the Wonder Woman, I would have been in a totally different situation.
Because we were like, man, maybe Wes is just like really on point because Mantis can send it to the bottom if he does it.
no.
Well, yeah, like
So I was
could
like,
have-
okay, yeah, telegraph Wonder Woman. Hey, look, guys, I got Wonder Woman. Maybe
Oh,
mess with his
potentially-
ability to set up. And then he had the
Yeah.
secondary search anyway with the Mutant Superior that he did.
Yeah.
So it was like, maybe. But hitting
Mutant
the Wonder Woman.
Superior. So the problem with the Brotherhood Searcher is it's printed Brotherhood only.
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So I can only search for Blob.
yeah. I
In
mean,
my
it's
current
it's thematic though. Like if you really
is.
think about it, it's like it makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Brotherhood needed it. So
Yeah.
in my current build, I can only search for Blob. So the question was, can I make him go to combat enough for me to end the game? And the first game I did it no problem.
The
Yeah.
first game, he whiffed a couple key things. Game
I whip
two,
a lot.
he played it exactly how he needed to, and I'm just gonna straight up call Uatu the MVP of that game.
Watch it,
100%.
it's killer.
Game
Yeah.
game 3, I was like, he's hitting the nuts, but at least he
So
doesn't see Wes's hands.
I revealed to everybody, right? Like you guys
Yeah.
got to see it on
Yeah.
the stream.
Yeah, we saw.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah, that game one, like if I'd sent Mr. Fantastic in, I mean, I still think I was gonna lose that game either way. But if I'd sent that Mr. Fantastic in, like I had the pumps, and I could have found more pumps if I
Yeah.
needed to. So like I could have made that attack, but man, I was like, oh yeah, I've got it. And then I was like, I have one more Cosmo. I'll just find the Cosmo. I know what he's got. And then it didn't even fucking matter.
Yeah, but in the row, you weren't accounting for the extra 2 power.
No,
so I think I had you
totally thought you
regardless.
didn't have it.
Yeah, you had the perfect
Yeah.
row. And did you even hit the team up at all this game, Wes, or did it just
In this
eluded
game,
you?
no. No,
Wow.
this game it just
so
eluded
2
me.
games in a
So,
row, just no team ups came to the party.
There's a Lost City, and Team Up
Wow.
is deep down there, so 5 cards.
Yeah, it was deep, man.
Yeah, but that Wonder Woman was really what Aaron and I were
So-
discussing.
Not
The
even
Wonder
for her
Woman is-
effect, just because you needed an attack that was higher than 6, for God's sake.
The Wonder
like-
Woman is super clutch
Yes.
in this matchup, but that being said, I don't run a Wonder Woman beyond 6, so my 7 drops are a 1 of Jug 7 and a 1 of.
Yeah, I had both of your
Magneto.
lists. I was flashing them as we went. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
And really like I really like the idea that you could probably like wall off combat and go to like 7, but I don't think I ever had a game. Well, Aaron and I had one game where we went to 7 where
we
he
went,
couldn't
So-
we
go
went a little
before
past
then.
7. Gee.
Literally, the only out I had for this
Yeah.
game was for you to pass to combat like you did, activate the rocket and pass to combat, and then me hit the only human and stop
Yeah.
your rocket.
Yeah, I
So
was.
if
I, was
I
waiting
did
for the
that-
human, yes.
If I did that and stopped your rocket, I had a chance this turn to push enough damage to win it. But
Well,
without
the
it,
other thing too, I was saying was Wes really needed to see that one of Flame Trap to make a character stunned before he could really do any press shenanigans. So
Yep.
that there wouldn't be a multi-swing coming in. It would just be rocket activating for the stun, like in response sort of thing. But
I mean, he was always short on cards though. Like that was really the other thing that was really like standing out to me was like there were so many times where he's like, "Oh, I have 2 cards in hand. I have 3 cards in hand." Even with that
Yeah.
bonus discard and stuff, it's
So-
like you had nothing.
that's the thing is that this deck without Joker, I
Just-
find
it just runs out of gas.
So,
Yeah.
I find
Yeah.
it runs out of gas so fast. Like you have to run the Island M as a 4 of, and the Island M only gets you 2 if you discard Printed Brotherhood. So the 2 that you want is 100% the 1-drop. Like if you can get 2 of the 1-drop in the drop and recycle them by ditching a Brotherhood, you're 100% great.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that situation set up, the Island M feels like a dead card. You might
Yeah.
as well have lost it, whatever the fucking ditch 1, gain 1 is. For
Yeah.
Slaughter Swamp.
Well,
So I
it
just
is
want-
a ditch
there we
one,
go.
gain one. It's just the bonus is only Brotherhood stamped.
Right. So this deck does run an even split. It's just that it's hard to decide where we have Lost City, accepting the fact that Shaira is now a pump instead of a replacement effect. So with Lost City and Shaira, it's really hard to decide whether you want to, go to the whole Brotherhood power-up game with Juggernaut on 5. Like, I run Shaira as my 4 of, and Juggernaut's a 1 of. So for most Brotherhood beatdown decks, they're going to run, a 4 of 3-drop Brotherhood, a 4 of 5-drop Jugs, and a 4 of or a 2 of 7-drop Jugs. And they're just going to recycle a bunch of them with Island M. And for Big Brotherhood, that makes a lot of sense. But for this whole thing where we're trying to replace the power-up effects with a Lost City, it really lives or dies off whether I hit that Lost City. And the fact that I didn't hit it this game makes a huge difference. Now, of course, the fact that your deck doesn't have to go to combat to beat me gave you a huge advantage.
Game 3, you really saw what the
Yeah.
whole point of this deck is.
So
Yeah,
game 1, I really smashed you down and like took it to combat, and that's what my deck does. But your deck in this game, game 3, really took it. So it was
he
like
he
I didn't even
almost
get
stabilized
to see.
game 1 too. We were sitting here going,
He did.
He's
He
got
was-
it. He just can't take the stun backs, and he's still stabilizing. And then game 2, he was like, all right, practice is over.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, 100%. So game 1, he just took too much damage during combat, and then game 2 and 3, he was like, okay, combat's over. I don't need that. with
Pretty
my deck.
much. Pretty much. Remember that thing called initiative? Yeah, kiss that
Yeah.
goodbye, buddy. Yeah. So Cesar, and I apologize if I'm butchering your name.
Caesar.
So, Caesar. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I butchered it all day then.
Fine, I don't care.
So coming out on top, is there any specific things that you would maybe change looking back at how these pairings went? I know when we had our game, you had mentioned that you really regretted whiffing the resource hate that you were originally running. Is there anything else like that you'd kind of like go, I would have rather had this or that or extra copies of something that you kind of noticed as you were playing it out?
Okay, so the one that really got to me was Cluster Flark. So this is in here because in test, I could hit this on 4 on my initiative, drop this, and rocket. And if they didn't have a way to stop the targeting for whatever reason, I could take out the entire curve.
I didn't even think of that. It's your
No.
4-drop.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was my
sick.
4-drop. It was an alternate 4-drop, so it was 2 Peter, 2 Cluster Flark. And so that's why it is the way that it is with that stuff. And that's why I
Got
only
it.
have 1 Necroblade, because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like stun the entire board on 4.
But I
And-
will just say the fact that you've hit the one of Necroblade in 2 out of 3 of our games, and every game I've watched
that
previous.
That one game I didn't hit it in this finals is the only game I didn't hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you whiffed Rocket on 3 in 2 out of 3
Why?
of our games, and I think that's the only time you've missed it.
Only time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in test, I never whiffed Rocket.
Yeah, and
sometimes
we
I
were-
would hit Rocket without the Zarthian, but
Yeah, we were having a lot of fun too, keeping a deck count as the game went on. The game,
Yeah,
the
no,
game,
he's
the
down to
game
9
2.
cards.
Yeah, the game 2, turn 5, 9 cards left in his deck. Like, wait a minute, what? That's insanity. That's so good.
And there was only the one mistake where he put the 3 cards in his hand, but he immediately revealed them and put them back on the bottom
Yes.
of his deck.
Okay, yeah, I saw that,
Oh.
and I assume that's what
sometimes
happened.
I miss the
yeah.
bottom corner
Yeah.
and I just accidentally slip over into the hand. But
Yeah.
at
So,
least they're revealed. So.
so other
Yeah.
than the interesting cluster flark that you were talking
Yeah,
about,
so
is there any other
Cluster
changes
Flark-
that you'd kind of consider?
I'd shift my character counts a little bit. Because I really like having some low drops to be able to swarm if I need to, because
Yeah.
press is just so insane. I would definitely push press up to 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I left it at 3 because I was like, oh yeah, I'll hit them all because I draw my entire deck. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. But it's nice having them on multiple turns.
Having that
and
extra
then-
one is everything. Yeah.
Yes. So the cluster flarks for sure, I would replace those with a reality gem and an ultimate nullifier.
Makes sense.
Nullifier would have been just massive in like almost every game that I played.
Especially with
So-
combined arms being more often played as an equipment fetch than anything else too. You can
Yes.
kind of
Yeah,
get what
because-
you want. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, because I mean, I pull my characters pretty consistently,
Mm.
and then
So-
the combined arms can find just the tech equipments. So yeah, but
when-
otherwise, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it.
Nice.
I'm really impressed with what you've done with Rocket for this round. That being said, like the only changes I make to my deck, I ran it at 63 cards this round instead of 60. I put
Yeah, how you feel
put
about
a-
that?
so I put a one of Have a Blast, a one of
Which you
Only
saw
Human.
2 games in a row there, Sparky.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Yeah.
put I put a one of Have a Blast, a one of Only Human, and a one of Flame Trap.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
for the record, I want to say I don't think you have a blasted the right card.
No.
I don't.
agree. The double equip is what
The
you
double
need to
equip.
bank it for.
No, the Reed
Yeah.
Richards Lab. If
Yeah.
it would have been face up, would have been 100% the
I mean,
target.
even the team up, because I mean, like Aaron said when we played, he's like,
Again,
you're just pitching those team ups like candy.
I was
I'm like, oh,
again.
yeah.
I was watching you bottom deck the team ups, so I didn't think you were gonna hit it.
Oh yeah.
So that was kind of my hope. But so I put the one of the tech cards in the deck. Besides that, when it comes to the actual power up theme, I really do think that the one of Aquaman on 4 could have been cut for the second Wonder Woman. I played it a couple of games, and it's really nice to have it like recycle your power up for jugs or a power up for whatever. But when it comes right down to it in this matchup, the fact that I was missing Wonder Woman every time, and I blew my searcher early and didn't hit the Wonder Hoe, gave me
Yeah.
the loss.
The Aquaman threw me off a little bit too because he was never in a position to get your Kadar 1-drops back unless you actually hit them on 3, and we didn't see that happen in
Right.
the whole series. So.
So when it comes to the Cater, I actually play 4 of Jugs and then 1 of Cater on 3, so I don't ever want to play the Cater unless I'm a defensive odds.
Yeah.
And then even when it comes down to it, I play the 4 of the 5-drop Shaira, and I play the 1 of Batman.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the Batman, I almost never want to drop it because even on my attack step, the Shaira does so much more on the power-ups than the free power-up from the Batman does.
And the search too. The search
And the
combined
search,
with her
too.
ability is just really solid.
Right.
Yeah.
The search combined with her the search combined with a 1-drop, like the fact that I can ditch a 1-drop every turn until I get to 5 and just go search a free 5-drop. With this Joker alter ego makes it super consistent. So I think there was a couple of changes that I definitely could have made to make this deck more consistent. But I was super scared of everybody running what Boris ran.
The Ultron deck. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So nobody
That
ran it.
was rough.
Nobody ran it under Ultron, but during testing, we were testing out Ultron under Ultron, and
Yeah.
It was idiotic. It was
idiotic.
boards. Yeah.
right. So by the time you hit turn 4 and dropped your 4-drop Ultron, you were KOing above the curve,
Yep.
and there was nothing you could do unless you had that flame trap. So that
Yeah.
was the 100% reason that I put that in, and if I was being honest, the extra Only Human would have done me a whole lot better in this particular tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how it goes. I did
Yeah.
the same thing in the last original versus tournament because I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna cut some of my tech cards, and then every single deck in that tournament had tech against Fantastic Fun.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was just
So-
like completely fucked.
The biggest thing that I found that was a mistake with my deck building process was that I only put 2 6-drop Aquamans in. I don't have an alt 6. So if I play the Aquaman on 4, my 6-drop is useless. And I
yeah.
really should have at least a 1 of alt 6. Or like even Flash, like whatever it be, whether it be JLA or Brotherhood, I should have an alt 6.
Yeah, I was
and-
actually surprised. You have like 3 different legends, 3.
Oh man, I can make this a dual legends deck like fuck all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he does have Decatur. That's why he doesn't really care about how many. of
I
the other
don't.
Stuff.
The other thing that's a superstar in this deck for those watching, is Planet X. So Hall of Justice, sorry, not Planet X. Hall of Justice is a team up
Free
that
the free
gives
power
you
up. Yeah, we were talking
gives you a
about
free
it.
power up, and
Free power up team up with a draw.
right. So if you choose
Yeah,
GLA,
that's not overtuned. It's
and
fine.
if you choose GLA and another team, it's a free draw. But you can run it in a Mono Brotherhood deck just as a free power
Yeah,
up. It does not.
absolutely.
It says choose up to 2, so you don't have to run it as just choose
Yeah,
your
it
2
goes just
affiliations.
fine in a mono JLA. Yeah.
Right. So if you hit this in a Lost City, like this is the whole difference that this deck makes. If it goes into combat, I didn't even run Juggernaut's Helm, and Juggernaut's Helm against this particular deck with the Zarthian would have made a whole world of difference. But
Yeah.
I didn't run it because I was all about power up. So if I hit Lost City, Hall of Justice, and a Juggernaut with a Nth Metal, it's over by the time I hit 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I was going for, compared to the whole defense, like let's make my jugs not be targetable kind of bullshit.
Nice. Well, I got to wrap up the stream, but Caesar, is there anything that you wanna say, or anybody that you want to thank? Any shout outs you want to give?
For sure. I mean, Alex is always my playtesting partner, so yeah, thank Alex for helping me test this thing out and figure it out, because originally it was an Infinity Gauntlet deck and it didn't work at all. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm actually super curious as to how that deck looked.
it was not very good. So this is much better. Yeah, so he helped me finish this off, and he also showed me that Commissioner Gordon was nothing to be afraid of for this versus the regular Fantastic Fun. So that helped a lot.
Oh yeah, it's just free
Um,
burn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
He's just he killed himself both games that he dropped him. So
Yep.
I do
Um,
honestly think if he played a little more around with the Mr. Fantastic burn, he could have killed me faster.
me, I could have killed you faster.
I think so.
Maybe.
There was a couple of
I like to-
times where
I
you
like to
took
be
it to
safe.
combat where you didn't have to, and if it never went to combat, I would have never won.
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially. But
Anyway,
yeah, but no, I mean, this is my first remix tournament, but I mean, I've been.
well, you did
entering
pretty good
a
in
lot
it,
of
bud.
these. I'd say
Not too
so.
shabby. Taking it all the way, representing the raccoon.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm gonna wrap up the stream on this one, and I'm probably gonna approach you guys via PM and stuff. We're gonna get some prizes sent out to you for participating as a thanks. And until next time, guys, we'll
Yeah.
do this again.
Absolutely. Yeah. See you guys next time.
And then